I'm getting tired of sleeping. Think I've had enough. I've been gone but haven't done much healing. It's pretty clear to me, kinda strange how I can take a beat.
Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you are new. Today is an exciting video because we are heading to Target and we're going to check out their new items in the Hearth and Hand and Studio McGee section. I have been scoping everything out online and I really wanted to go in person and see and feel the items, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. I'm also going to be sharing what I picked up from Target today and over the last several weeks. I did travel to a bigger Target that was about an hour and a half away to see the full collections or what they had out, and then my local Target is a lot smaller, but they've been pulling things out over the last several weeks, so I've been going in about once a week and seeing what new items they have out. And not everything that I have purchased is Hearth and Hand or Studio McGee, but they are just things that Target has out right now that I am loving. I'll also be sharing my favorite finds from both of these collections. They did launch their spring collections the day after Christmas, which is super early. I was not quite ready for that, but we finally made it over and shopped and got to see all of the items, and I'm really excited about them. So I did go ahead and purchase some items for spring that I'm going to be pulling out in the next several months, and then I did get some just neutral winter everyday decor as well. Today's video is also a collab with my sweet friend Nicole over at The Simplistic Home. You guys know that we are really good friends. She's one of my best friends in real life, so it's really fun that we both have YouTube channels and we can go and shop together and pick out our favorite finds. So she has a shop with me over on her channel. I'll link the video down below if you guys would like to go watch hers and see her top picks and what she picks up as well. I know you guys will get so much inspiration from her channel and her home as well, so make sure you subscribe to her channel too. Okay, without further ado, let's go head to Target, see what they have out. I cannot wait to show you guys and go shopping, so let's do it. We are heading into Target and going straight to the Studio McGee and Hearth and Hand sections. I love that they have entire sections stocked full of the new spring decor lines, so let's check them out together. I'm going to show you some pieces that I loved, and I will try to get prices on some of the items that I really loved. So first up is this faux plant. They had a smaller one for $20, and then they had this larger one that was $30. There wasn't much of a difference, but I did love the pot that it was in. It had a lot of texture on it, and the bigger one was just a little bit fuller. Now they did have some new spring scented candles from the Studio McGee line. They did smell really good. They also had a Sherpa chair that is a dupe for popular chairs right now that was a really good price. And they also had a really pretty rattan lamp, and they had some beautiful art. So another item that I really loved was this faux maple tree. I feel like everybody has been sharing it. It is such a good deal. I think it was around $150. I also love these poofs. These are great accent chairs that are good for additional seating if you don't have a ton of space. I also loved this green chair and all the details that it had on it. It was a very soft, almost velvet-like texture. And notice the details of the chair legs. They have these little rollers on them. I feel like that gives it a vintage feel. And this one was a great price at $250. I also loved this flower arrangement. This is perfect for spring and going into summer. And I loved the green base that it was in. It was $25. Going along with the green theme, Studio McGee really honed in on that this year. And they had tons of this like faux leather green look in lots of different boxes. The smaller one was $15 and the larger one was priced at $20. And these are great for shelf styling. Another item that I loved was this olive arrangement for $35. It did come in this vintage inspired pot. And I also loved a lot of their knitted blankets. These I feel like would be good for transitioning from winter into spring. They also had this poof here that was a little bit firmer. It was more of a wicker material, and these baskets were so cute, but I do feel like they had a pricey price on them, a pricey price tag, $45 for the larger basket. and then $30 for the tray basket. But that checkered material is very popular right now. Checkered anything is very popular, so keep that in mind. They also had this really large art print that was beautiful. I love the plaid pillows. You can have plaid in the neutral and pair it with more of the tan. They had solid colors, and then here is that green leather material again in a tray. This is an item that I wish I would have picked up and I didn't. It's this really pretty lilac vase arrangement that was priced at $30. I feel like that was a really good deal, or it might have been $25. I also loved this one here. This had some pink buds on them, and it also came in a wreath that I thought was very beautiful. And these are good to just pop on your door and on your entryway table if you want things to kind of match. They also have lots of candlesticks, vases, baskets, different layering pieces, and then their faux floral stems were wonderful. This one was one of my favorites, and it was $5. Such a good deal. You get so much on that stem for that price. They also had some faux peony stems that were very realistic and beautiful. You can see them like in a bigger group here. They looked stunning, so I loved those. They also had this wreath here that was very pretty. I feel like that would be such a statement on a door. I love this marble tray. This is very popular. I've seen it all over, and it was, I think, $30, but a very good and sturdy piece. They also had these marble candlestick holders that were pretty, and this large wicker basket was $60, and I feel like this could have so many different uses. So beautiful, and they also had it in a tray for $25. This would be very pretty, and again, you could use it in so many different ways. They also had a few different style of bowls that would be good for putting on tables and putting some beads in them. And then here are a few more of their floral arrangements. Can you tell that this Target was stocked? My goodness, they had so many good options. It was so hard not to buy everything. Here is this lilac looking wreath. I wish I would have bought that as well, but I didn't. Seeing everything, it was just a lot, but they did have a lot of good options. Now let's head over to the Hearth and Hand section. This large basket was beautiful. I loved it so much. You could put this on a table. Hearth and Hand also has this propagation system, and I thought this was so cute. You could put it on a wall and make new little plants. How cute is it? It was priced at $30. They also had this space. They always come out with new ones for the different seasons. This one was $20. And they had this shelf here, which was a really unique find. It was more of a brass material for the bar, and then it had this wood top for $60. And I love that Hearth and Hand had some really unique items. And then they also had their kitchen staples. They had this lighter colored gingham and a blue plaid pattern. They also had all of their kitchen utensils. They have a new scale that's out, and they have this berry bowl with a saucer. This was one of our favorite finds. No one ended up getting it. It was $20, but we thought it was so pretty. It would be so cute on a shelf as well. They also had these wicker little baskets that would be great for putting little miscellaneous kitchen items in. This tissue box holder. And then here was a faux plant that was in the Hearth and Hand line, and this one was beautiful. This is probably my favorite one that we've seen this day. I loved the greenery on it, and it was priced at $120, and I think that is a really good price for a faux tree like this. They also had this basket that would be cute to put bread in, a little bit different items that they normally have. I also loved these linen storage boxes. These would be great for styling on shelves. The smaller ones were marked at $20, and they went up from there to $25 depending on which one you went with. They also had tons of candles. Look at all these different candles, guys. They had this canvas scent that was really good, basket labels in this brass colored material. They also had some more wall hooks and bulletin boards. These wall hooks were $30, so a much better price than the one that had the shelf for $60. They did have a few different types of landscape arts, and I loved this marble tray. This was so beautiful. It was very small though, and it was marked at $25. So keep that in mind. That was Studio McGee. It was just over in the Hearth and Hand section. And then these faux leather baskets are also very popular on the internet, and these would be great for storing blankets or anything you would need. And then here are some more of the Hearth and Hand florals. They had a smaller propagation vase. This one would just sit on top of a table. This is very cute as well, especially for springtime. This one was marked at $20. And then they had some little bud vases with these daisies. The bigger one was $11.99 and it had 2 little stems in it. And then this smaller one was marked at $7.99. So if you didn't have a vase, you could get these arrangements. I also loved this little faux plant. I feel like it's very sweet. You could pop it next to your sink or on a little shelf or even on some books, and it was marked at $6.99. And then here are a few of the spring Hearth and Hand stems, and they have lots of different ones to choose from, lots of different peony stems. I loved this cream colored one. It kind of matches the daisies but gives a different type of flower. And I also loved all of the gardening inspired things that they had, like watering cans, and they had plant stands that you could set little plants on. Lots of different things, which doesn't surprise me because Joanna loves her garden supplies. So lots of different cute wreaths as well. I thought this greenery one was beautiful, and they were all marked at really reasonable prices. This little brass plant stand would be really cute in the corner of a room where you don't really know what to put there. You could just pop a little plant on this and it would be adorable. Again, they had all of their kitchen staples like their plates and different ceramics. So if you need to stock up on those, they have everything like that. They had side tables, faux leather chairs, end tables. They did have a few new rugs as well, which I really liked. They were all very neutral. And then here are a few more of the floral arrangements. I always like looking at Target. I feel like they have great prices and they're all very realistic. And then the last section is office supplies that Hearth and Hand had. They had very cute calendars. I loved this faux leather one and this brass lamp. They were both so stunning. This would be perfect for an office. I loved all of the faux leather details and all of the ceramics. They had pen holders. This little caddy had a place where you can put your pens in it. And I also loved this notebook that you can just tear the pages right off. This would be great for to-do list. It was marked at $14.99. I also loved these little trays to organize things on. You could split them up. These were $24.99. And then they had these storage boxes as well, and they were various prices. They also had a little tray that you could just gather office supplies on that was $9.99. So lots of good options if you are refreshing your office or trying to get a little more organized and want it to look aesthetically pleasing for the new year. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the shop with me portion. Let me know what item grabbed your eye and had you running to Target. Let me know down below in the comments. Now I'm going to show you guys what I picked up and how I'm going to style it in my home, or how I'm planning on styling it. I honestly don't have very much to show you. Whenever Nicole and I went shopping that day, I only bought a few stems. So it's really not a lot, but I'm kind of in this in-between season where I don't want to go full on spring mode yet, but I also am over the winter decor. So I'm looking for just neutral, everyday items, things that I've had on my list of like decor items I wanted to pick up, but it's not something that you really want to splurge on during those seasonal months. Dive into the haul. I'm going to link everything that I can down below, so make sure you check out the description box if you're looking for any links to these items. I'm going to put them down there so it's easy for you to find. Okay, first I'm going to start with kitchen decor that I picked up, even though a lot of these pieces could be used in multiple different rooms. I loved this pattern for spring and everyday and just a clean, fresh look. Sometimes you just need some new hot pads. So this came in a pack of 2 for $10, I believe. And these were in the Hearth and Hand section. This is what they look like. They both have little hooks at the top, which are really nice for placing on peg rails, or if you have any sort of knob on your cabinets and you just pop a little hot pad plaid on there. These are so pretty. I love the neutral plaid, and they're kind of like a white and cream. I don't know, I feel like they're a very good neutral and a really good deal for nice quality hot pads. If you don't like the neutral though, they did have a blue plaid that was also really pretty if you like to incorporate blues into your decor. But I really loved this pattern, so much so that I got a few items to sprinkle out throughout my home to tie all of them together. So they also had a set of two, I think it was just two hand towels, and one is actually in the wash, but it's the same plaid pattern. And then it also came with this one here. So this is just a nice little hand towel. I actually use these. They're really absorbent. I love, again, just this neutral color. I feel like this color is good for every day, year round. It's just neutral, good cottage feel. I don't know, I just love plaids. You can't go wrong. And then it's also good for spring because it's nice and bright and almost like nudges towards like a yellow. So I love these. I believe these were like two for $8.99. So I have those. And then another kitchen item I picked up was this napkin holder, and I thought this would be really good for hosting. It's just this really pretty ceramic material, and this will hold paper napkins when we are hosting. This was from Hearth and Hand, and it was $12.99. If you hear baby grunts, I've got Breland right next to me as I'm filming this. She just woke up from her nap and I fed her, and she's in her little bouncy seat, so she might be talking too. But I've already used this once for hosting. Any other time I would just have the napkins on the counter, which is totally fine. But I thought it would be nice to have a napkin holder. So when I seen this, I thought I would pick it up and it will be great for hosting. To finish out this plaid pattern, I also picked up this little pillow, and I love this. I think it is so pretty. This will layer in really nicely with any other pillow I have for spring. I think this will look good with florals even, because it is very muted, and I feel like it's a really good size. This pillow was from Hearth and Hand also, and it was $19.99. I love it. I'm planning on putting this either on our couch layered with some other pillows, or I could also put it on a little accent bench kind of close to the kitchen. It's kind of my drop zone area where I put Breland's car seat and I get her in and out of, but I think a little pillow there would be nice to have. So I've got this one. So this definitely caught my attention, and it would just be nice to have coordinating patterns throughout the kitchen. I don't know, I just was really drawn to that. As far as scents go, I love to pick up new candles, mainly for decor. A lot of times I won't light these candles, but I wanted to find one that had a really pretty vase, and I was looking for one for our entryway table, which I'm going to be sharing in a video very soon. I'm going to do a dining room decorate with me, but I'm also going to be bringing in some furniture. So it's going to be like kind of like a room makeover, really. I'll be decorating my hutch. We're gonna hang up some blinds. The room's gonna look a lot different once we're done with it. So I wanted to have a really pretty candle to go on our entryway table, and they had some really good scents for spring. So this one is the Magnolia Apple Blossom, and this one is from Threshold. It was $15, and it's a 13-ounce candle. The packaging was very cute. It smells really good. It smells like spring, but I loved this container that it's in. How pretty. It looks like pottery. It has some pottery details on the bottom. This is more ceramic, and this is more of a concrete feel. I thought it was beautiful, and I thought that was a good price for a 3-wick candle. They also had this scent in other styles of candles though, if you don't like this look. They had glass ones, they had smaller ones, bigger ones. So if you like this scent, you could have it throughout your home in different looking vases. Okay, now for floral stems. This is what I always gravitate towards in the springtime. This is what I like to decorate with. I love bringing in big arrangements and placing them throughout my home and just adding some life back into our home after the winter months have kind of passed. But I also feel like just greens are good all year round. Some people I know don't like to bring in greenery during the winter time, but I feel like after Christmas I'm missing that green touch, and I love to find different stems that are just wispy and beautiful and don't scream spring too much. So I found some stems that are good for every day all year round, and then I also found some that will be perfect for spring. I did want to go ahead and pick them up because I know that things will sell out quickly, and if I find find something that I like now, I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. That way, whenever I am ready to decorate for spring, I can just pull out those items and I'll be good to go. So I'll show you the more spring ones first. These were all Hearth and Hand, I believe. I guess I didn't pick up anything Studio McGee, even though I loved their stuff, but I do feel like the price point was a little bit higher. They had a lot of beautiful things, but none of it really grabbed me or were things that I thought I needed for the rooms I'm planning on decorating for spring. So anyways, Hearth and Hand had a lot of really good floral stems, and so did Threshold. So the first stem that I picked up was this very neutral stem. This is called a snowball. So I'm not really sure. I've never seen this flower in real life, but I love the way it looks. I feel like this color is, again, kind of a cream color, kind of ties towards yellow, a little bit of blushed pink. I feel like this will be perfect for springtime without looking like, hey, I've got a ton of flowers in my house. So these stems I feel like will pair very nicely with this, if you can kind of see the coordinating colors. And these stems were a very good price. They were $2.99 each. And a lot of times if you will buy an arrangement already made up from Hearth and Hand, sometimes they're $10, $15, and you can buy a stem for $2.99, pop it into a vase you already have, and then you have an arrangement for a fraction of the cost. So I like to pick up their stems and make my own arrangements, and then I can get vases that I like and just switch out the stems for the season. So I loved these. And then to tie in with this, I found these cute little daisies. These were $3.99 from Hearth and Hand. Gorgeous color. I love it. I feel like this is springy without being too like over the top with color, but it adds just enough color. This stem you can see is quite a bit bigger than the first one, and I feel like they will pair nicely together if I wanted to put them in an arrangement together. Or I could use them separately. I could even just put two little stems in a vase and that would be really pretty, but I did pick up 3 of these. I'm thinking of probably putting them in a bunch of like wispy greenery and just popping a few of these daisy stems in there. So yeah, that's my plan for these, but I think these are beautiful. They look like spring with still being neutral. And then the stem that I have been loving the most, my favorite one, is this one here. This is by Threshold, and these stems are beautiful. They're the perfect wispy greenery. I've used these throughout my entire home. I have them in my kitchen, in my living room. I have some in Breland's room that I'm still decorating and designing. I feel like this is just beautiful, and this stem here was very large. I have it bent down to fit in an arrangement, but these were $5 each and I love them. I don't know how to pronounce the name of them, so I'll have the picture up here so you can see it and you'll know what to look for, but I'll link it down below so you can just click on it. What I love about this is this stem is $5 on its own, and they have this exact same stem in arrangements in the Hearth and Hand section. Did I say this is Threshold? This was Hearth and Hand. They have the same exact one in arrangements for $20 and $30. You could get this stem for $5 and use it in whatever vase you have and create your own arrangement, and again, save some money. So I have shared these in my kitchen decorate with me video. If you haven't seen that yet, I'll link it down below so you can watch it and see how I decorated our kitchen for everyday neutral winter decor. But here is the arrangement that I had in the kitchen. I used, let's see, 3 of those stems in it, and it's very full, very wispy. You could put as many or as little stems as you wanted into a big vase, and that would be such a pretty statement piece. I found this vase at TJ Maxx. It was on clearance for $22. That's a really good place to look for vases and stuff, but Target does have some larger vases as well. I'll link some of my favorites down below if you are wanting a taller vase to put some of these stems in. And then the last stem that I picked up were these ones here. These are called Skimmia, I think. These are also by Hearth and Hand. I'm probably not saying that right, so I've never heard of them, but I thought they were beautiful for spring. So these and the daisies, definitely more spring. The rest of it could be more neutral, but these were $5.99. These stems also might have been $5.99 now that I'm thinking of it, instead of $5. They kind of remind me of a lilac bush. I don't know, they are so stunning. Such a good price for the size. This is a very large stem. It has, let's see, 5 of the flower buds on them. I have a few stems and put them into a pot and have such a beautiful, pretty arrangement. So I love those. The greenery and florals were my favorite part of the collections. One, because they are affordable and they make such a statement in decor. So that's what I gravitated towards. And then I did want to splurge on one item, and that was a lamp for our entryway. Like I said, we got a new entryway table. I'm gonna be sharing in a new video decorating my dining room and entryway. They're kind of one room. And I wanted a really pretty lamp. I was looking for like a black pottery look lamp with a big white shade. I had seen some on some more higher end sites, and I knew that that's the look I was wanting to go for. I found the perfect one at Target, so let me show you. Okay, this lamp, whenever I seen it, it caught my eye and I thought it was so pretty. So it has a very large lampshade on it, and the bottom is kind of a turned look. It looks like it would be like a turned wheel pottery piece. And it does have some distressing on it. So I love the look of this. I feel like it matches a lot of my vases really well. And then the lampshade is just a really neutral linen color. This one was by Threshold, and I believe it was $70, so a little bit of an investment, but it's a very large lamp. I don't have any lamps that are this big, and I love it. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed going to Target with me and going shopping and seeing what they have out for 2023 so far in their Hearth and Hand and Threshold and Studio McGee lines. I love looking for affordable decor to put in our home and taking you guys along and showing you how I style it and just finding my own style, and hopefully that will help you find yours along the way as well. Fun to make our homes our own and to make them cozy for our families and functional. So I hope this video inspired you. Make sure to like this video if it did, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all real soon in my next one. Bye, friends.